Okay, welcome to another video by Antiques Arena. My name is Walter O'Neill and I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques collectibles in the hope to flip them for a profit. Purpose of today's video is share some of the things I've sold with you. Why? Well, it'll give you an idea what to look for when you're out and about. It'll also give you an idea what you can pay for stuff. Even though you may be in a different part of the world, we all have a worldwide audience online, so we're all selling to the same people and get to be nosy and see what I've sold and how much for. So I've picked 10 really interesting, well, 10 sales. Um, these are older sales. I'm working my way through them. This is episode 3, and we're just going to work our way through, as I say. But it's 10 interesting sales, so I hope you enjoy having a look at what I've sold. So we're going to start off. This is the first item. This is a sterling silver Cheroot holder formed as a dragon's head with a moonstone in the top. And this was bought by a subscriber or follower of the channel, Brenda, so thank you if you're watching. And it's a beautiful thing. As I said, it's Oriental, could be Tibetan, Chinese, anywhere along them lines, but beautiful thing. A cheroot holder would be where you'd hold the cigarette in the end of the dragon's mouth rather than your fingers, stop you staining your fingers. And it had a lovely moonstone on the top, nice detail on the dragon. It was marked sterling, if I remember right. There you go, 925 is stamped there. 925 being sterling silver. A couple of little dents on there, but a really, really nice thing. And Brenda bought this, if I'm not mistaken, off the video. So it was only up on the site for about an hour. Sold for £75. This was a while back, mind. This was I've started at the beginning of my sales back when I still had my shop, and I'm just going to work through them each week. As I say, this is episode 3. So if you're interested, go and check out what the others, um, what are the stocks in the others. 3.7 inches long. It wasn't that heavy, but it was a beautiful and very interesting piece of silver. Then we had this. Now, I'm very fortunate having my own website. I don't have to oblige by eBay's rules, terms, and conditions. On eBay, you can't sell a police truncheon because it's classed as a weapon, yet you can sell a baseball bat. Work it out. Or at least in the UK, you can't sell police truncheons. Well, I can. At the end of the day, it's only a bit of wood. So we have a 20th century police truncheon. It would have had a leather strap handle there, which is missing. Other than that, it's in pretty good condition. Sometimes you get these hand painted with memorials or presented for a station or a particular officer. This is just a plain standard truncheon, still collectible, and I achieved £35 for that. 15 inches long and a good weight, no leather strap. It didn't take long to sell either. Military, police, anything like that, they don't take long at all. This was a very fast seller. I bought this down in Splot Market, I think, for a £10 or £15, and I don't think it lasted a couple of weeks. It's a signed Cardiff City Bluebirds team football autographed ball. Now, I don't think it's a ball that was ever used in matches. Well, they would probably have produced for a charity event. So multiple autographs on the ball. They were a little faded, a little dirty, where it hadn't been in a case and where it had been handled. But I paid something like £10 or £15 for it. I can't remember exactly, but it was about £10, something like that, in Splot Market, and I achieved £55 for that. Now you have to be careful when buying anything autographed, especially if it's somebody famous, because a lot of people are not all honest. Oh, let me rephrase that. Not every dealer is honest, and some of them have been known to sign their own product if they get and a photograph or a ball like this, and they'll sign a couple of names. So be careful when you buy in signed products. Now, this is nice. This is a Welsh Cross Hands mining colliery check. Now, these checks were issued as a safety check, as a way of being safe. First of all, you would have your check, and when you wanted to go underground, you would hand your check to the clerk. He would give you a lamp. You'd go underground. Then, if there was a cave in, collapse, they would only have to look at the checks on the board to know who was underground. And then when you come back up, you'd give your lamp in, you'd have the check back. Welsh checks seem to pull far more money than English checks, or that's my experience at the moment. And this was a really very collectible Welsh example. Can't remember what I come in for, probably 10 or 20 pounds. Anyway, I achieved 175 for it. And it was New Cross Hands Colliery number 154. These are only the size of, well, I'll say a 10 pence piece, or maybe a bit bigger. It's smaller than a crown, 30 millimeters in diameter anyway. So depending on where you are in the world, depends on the size, I guess. But they're not very big. But they do come in all different shapes. You can have a donut one. They pull good money, which is literally a circle with another circle inside, so they look like a donut. And them checks pull decent money. Next piece, I had a large Blue Mountain Pottery elephant. Now, Blue Mountain Pottery is from Canada, and I believe Blue Mountain is the area. I have had them in different colors, but this is a nice big elephant. I have had them with stickers on, but I don't think I've ever had a signed one. Most of this stuff you'll find is unmarked or had a sticker label. There you go. I don't know if they ever signed it. That's maybe something for a future video. But I Blue Mountain Pottery, you find it here, there, it's around. But the big pieces, like a big elephant, a big bulldog, or something like that, they don't turn up. So if you find big pieces, they're the ones that demand the money, not the little swans and things like that. This was 15 inches long and 11 inches high, in good condition with no chips or cracks, and I achieved £95 for it. And again, it didn't stick around long. I think that one I had down in Splot again off mic for about 20, £25, something like that. This, I can't even remember where it came from. I've probably owned this for a couple of years. Art Deco glass, French, by a company called Etling, 1930s, Opalescent bowl. Where are we? Size 9 inches in diameter. That's not that big. Not a huge charger, just a 9-inch bowl, but a beautiful thing. Yeah, look. This is a marked example. Should be stamped. There you go. Etling, France, 122. Now, obviously, you have Sabino, you have Lalique, you have Etling. They're all French. Then you have Joblin and things for British. So this stuff does sell for good money. Now, £95 achieved for a 9-inch opalescent Art Deco bowl, which I think was a fair price. This was a bit of a shock. I know I bought this down in Spot. This didn't come in for a lot of money. It's probably 10, 5, 10, £15, something like that. And I listed it. It sat there for about 6 months. And then the minute I sold it, I've been contacted by half a dozen other people wanting to buy it or wanting to know if I had any more of it. So it's definitely something to look out for. It's Royal Crown Derby Gold Aves pattern. Mine's an octagonal bowl, but they do other things. And it's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a pheasant or not pheasant, a phoenix in gold or something like that. I think the pattern was. Looks a bit like a phoenix or something. You've got the wings there. Yeah, I'm sure it's a phoenix. Anyways, all birds all over it, decorated purely in gold. And there you go. There's the mark. Crown Derby. Oh, excuse me. Been a long night. Anyway, this isn't a massive bowl. 7.5 inches in diameter, only 3.5 inches tall. I achieved £175 for it. As I said, it stuck around for about 6 months, but I could have sold another 5 or 6 minimum since selling it. So it's something I'm never going to turn away. And you can see the prices it pulls. It's a very good pattern to look for. Again, another Splot buy. This, I think, came in for something like a fiver, if I remember right. It didn't come in for a lot of money. Now, one thing I tend to do is I buy prints in damaged frames and things like that, and I'll get them reglazed. I have a glazer or framer who does my jobs for me. So I'll reframe pictures, things like that. People go to a car boot sale and things, and they'll have this most beautiful watercolor, and because the glass is cracked in the frame, they're selling it for a couple of quid, and people are putting it back down because the glass is cracked and they think it's the end of the world. A piece of glass is a few pound. It's nothing to replace a bit of glass, and the studio will do all the work for you. Anyway, this wouldn't have come in for much money, and it was a listed artist, Charles H. Branscombe, British artist from 1891 to 1922, 18.5 inches by 22.5 inches, so a decent size. Had some issues. There is some foxing, as you can see. Some foxing there and there. Dated and signed on the lower left. Share the pictures with you. It is a beautiful thing. But eventually, the more art you buy, the more you'll spot what is a good painting and what isn't. So it wasn't what I'd call the best quality painting in the world, but it was a good painting. And I achieved 150 for that. Now, one way of identifying a painting from a print is you get yourself one of these. Where are we? Hang on, bear with me. Just so you can see. You get yourself one of these, and then you hold it up and you look at it like so. And if you see dots everywhere, then it's a print. And if you see brush strokes and things, then it's obviously a painting. But one of these is very important, and they're literally £3 or £4 on eBay. Next, we have a pretty standard 1968 sterling silver bangle by H. Samuel Limited. Nice bangle, good size, good crisp hallmarks in lovely condition, nicely cut at the front. Look at that. How crisp are them hallmarks? Good photograph, mind as well, I'll be honest with you. Give myself credit there. For a nice bangle, it looks about an inch wide at least, looking at that. It was 48.2 grams, 15 millimeters wide. So 15 mil is it's a little over half inch wide. So it wasn't as big as I was expecting there. But a lovely thing, and it fit a 7-inch wrist. It's very difficult to judge these on the wrists when they're fixed. And I achieved £65, which is more than £1 a gram, which is fabulous. That's a good price. Next, we have a Riihimaki or Lassie Oi green hooped vase from Finland. Scandinavian glass is in. It is very, very sought after. I can't even remember where this one come from because I've had so many of them. So I can't estimate what I've paid for it. I am thinking there was a couple I had down in Splot for 20, £30 each, something like that. So they may have been one of them. But beautiful Riihimaki hooped glass vase. And I achieved £85 for this example in the green. Nice thing. It's a good size. There, look at all the wear on there. That is authentic wear on the foot rim. You want to see that. Anyway, it is 11 inches tall, so it was a good size. Now, anytime you get any mid-century glass and you want to know who made it, you come to this site here, 20thcenturyglass.com. They then have an encyclopedia, so you click on the encyclopedia. You can go to this shop. They have a shop. Now, it's not a paid advert, I'm telling you, because this is a site I use. So come to the encyclopedia, and then you can either come down and just scroll through, or you can jump to Murano, you can jump to Scandinavian. Now, as an example, Italian Murano glass, and look at all the different Italian companies that you can scour through. Same there, the Empoli, the Italian Empoli glass, Scandinavian glass, which is what we want here. We come all the way down, and Riihimaki is here. And then you come through the different designs of Riihimaki, and lo and behold, there we have it. Was it that one or that one? Hang on. This one with the smaller top. See the variation on the two there? But that's the one I got in a green. There you go. 1970s designer unknown. However, you know, This site is absolutely fabulous and has made me a fortune. Because when you can name the glass, date it, and say who made it, it makes a world of difference. Anyway, that's this week's 10 items. I'm just going to keep doing these indefinitely till I run out of sales, which I hope I never do. But I got a massive, massive head start of quite a few hundred sales to catch up on, so we're all right for a while. Been buying really, really well. But time, I'm struggling with time at the moment. I want to get a vlog out, just a standard sit down, have a chat, and tell you everything that's been going on. I've had some really, really nasty things done to me that I want to talk about in a video. Um, and I've had quite a few questions that I want to get to as well. So I've been asked how I do such good photographs. Well, I'm going to cover that in a video. Um, there's lots of things. Anyway, I've had questions coming in. So over the next week or two, I'm going to get a couple of question videos done. I'm going to get a couple of sold or purchased videos done showing you what I bought. Another one or two of these done. So I got plenty planned. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. As I said, even though we could be in all different parts of the world, different parts of the country, wherever you want. I'm in the UK, you might be in Germany or America, it doesn't matter. We're all selling to a worldwide audience online. And as long as you ship worldwide, you're selling to the same people I'm selling to. And like with the Truncheon, I'm lucky there are things I can sell on my website that you can't if you're on eBay. But at the same time, well, eBay's supposed to generate more views and visitors to your site. Does it? It's another video maybe there, but we'll talk about that again. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope it's helpful, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. Bye for now.